I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Dude, are you okay?
I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
If there's one thing every car guy hates, it's cleaning the garage. Do you want to take most of the time and hassle out of that job? Then call Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey. Agnes and her crew will have your garage, shop, basement, or even your porch looking great all the time. With unique patterns and designs, plus the ability to incorporate your logo or any artwork, your space will never have looked better. Installation is done in 1 day, guaranteed, and Zone Garage offers a 20-year warranty on the top coat. Their coatings are durable, anti-slipped, and impact resistant. Give them a call at 570-856-6067. That's 570-856-6067 for Zone Garage of Eastern Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
I'm Ryan Newman, and since I started with Indiana Donor Network and Driven to Save Lives, I found out that some people think that they can't be an organ donor. The truth is, anyone can sign up to be an organ donor.
Anyone?
Anyone?
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm sure. Anyone can sign up to be an organ donor. So don't count yourself out because somebody's counting on you. Go to driventosavelives.org and sign up today.
But my heart's going to you, Ryan.
Love that shirt.
Invasive species are one of the biggest issues facing our natural resources and the environment today. Think of things like Dutch elm disease, the spotted lanternfly, and cats. Perhaps the most dangerous of these is the Homo caput stercoris, commonly referred to as the front plater. An invasive species coming from New York, New Jersey, and anywhere else that has a license plate on the front of their car. The biggest threat from this pest is the spread of excrement. These savages cause harm to many native species and have even spawned an entirely new one, the Beltsville lake monster. Here at the DeWeather Institute for Climate Knowledge, we have a dedicated group of volunteers working tirelessly to clean up the mess. The team of emergency responders for dispersion and skimming, or the turds. But the job is just too big, and we can't do it without your help. So be a hero. Be a turd. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Hickory Motor Speedway, Hickory, North Carolina, where tonight the stars and cars of the iRacing Silver Crown Cup are going to take on one of the newest venues on the iRacing platform. Qualifications already getting underway. Let's show you the best lap times here. Give you an idea who's going to be where. River Hayes setting quick time thus far at a 12.828. James Watson, a very, very good second quick at a 12.86. Pablo Donoso, Mike Barry, Wayne Hutchison going to round out your top five. Nick Nevin, Joseph Smith, Brandon Buckberger, Derek Love, and Jeffrey Stanton are your top 10. Before we get into discussing the race tonight, we'll pick up Josh Batista here as he makes his way around Hickory. Let's tell you a little bit about the weather conditions presented by our friends at the Weather Center. Offensively accurate weather for Eastern Pennsylvania. 80-degree ambient temperature. Wind's going to be out of, well, we'll call it the southeast, 6 mile an hour. 84 degree track temperature. Josh Bautista just finishing up his run. He goes third quick, 12:09:06. Good lap time there for Josh Bautista. Seeing Wes Shire getting out onto the racetrack now as well. Drivers talking about the fact that it was going to be very, very easy to overdrive the entry into turn number 3. The same is going to be true of turn 1, but a little bit lesser extent, because the backstretch does have the tiniest bit. It's not quite a dog leg, but this place is almost a true oval. We'll say it that way. Great lap out of Wes Shire, 12:08:74. He goes third quick. 24 cars on the entry list here this evening. Next out on the racetrack will be the number 2 of Thomas Lewandowski. Also Skylar Nair and Robert Reynolds yet to take to the racetrack. Man, Lewandowski with a great lap as well. 12.868 seconds, the lap time on lap number 1. But you can see, I mean, everybody is having pretty significant fall off here from lap 1 to lap number 2. Lewandowski from a 12.87 to a 12.94 as we are down to the last 45 seconds remaining here in the qualification session. So let's do this. Let's get the ad out of the way here real quick on both YouTube and Twitch. You're watching the Silver Crown Cup right here on the National Racing Network. All right, everybody, welcome back here to those of you that are watching on Twitch as well as on the YouTube side of things. Joining us in the booth now going to be James Watson. And tell you what, James, fantastic lap to get yourself up to P2 here. What are you thinking in terms of race strategy here?
Hit my marks, follow river, and hope it all works out?
Yeah, it sounds about right. It's this place definitely has the potential to be a bit of a carnage fest, if you will.
Yeah, especially with it being a single split tonight. A lot of guys that were not used to running. Yeah, this is going to be really interesting, but I'm just happy to be here on the front row. River's kind of my pseudo teammate, so we got a bit of a front row going on. This is awesome.
All right, brother. Well, hey, good luck tonight. Thank you very much for checking in with us. Hopefully we're talking to you again later.
Hell yeah.
All right, there you go. There's James Watson running up at the front of the field. James has the potential to make some pretty decent points here tonight as well. Just waiting on Thomas Lewandowski to get onto the grid. Jeffrey Stanton, your points leader at 1178. Ryan Steele, 1 under 1,000, but it's 178 points up there to Jeffrey Stanton as we're getting close to the drop weeks. River Hayes, Brandon Buckberger, Pablo Donoso, the top 5. Derek Love, Wayne Hutchison, Josh Bautista, James Watson, and Thomas Lewandowski are the top 10 in points. After this week, we are going to start seeing drop weeks come into play, and that is going to be a very, very big deal. Drivers will drop their 4 worst race weeks, and the way iRacing calculates the points is it takes all of the points you accrue in official races for a given week, averages them out basically, and then that's what your point total for the week is. Let's get your starting grid here as a field starting their first of 2 pace laps. River Hayes and James Watson on row number 1. Thomas Lewandowski and Wes Shire going to occupy row number 2. Josh Batista, Pablo Donoso on row 3. Mike Barry, Wayne Hutchison on row 4. Nick Nebb and Joseph Smith on row number 5. Row 6 will have Brandon Buckberger and Derek Love. Jeffrey Stanton, DL Lemon on row number 7. Row 8, Robert Moquin and Zach Evans. Row number 8, Tommy Toe and Jean-Sebastien Giroux. Matt Galida, Calvin Smith on row number 10. Scott Holder, Calvin Smith on row 10. Matt Galida, Richard Malagani on row number 11. Row 12 going to have Robert Reynolds and Skylar Nair. 24 cars scheduled to make up the starting field for this one. And as always, race fans, the start of the iRacing Silver Crown Cup is going to be all yours. Oh, we've got big trouble back in the pack. Big hits. Jeffrey Stanton is involved. One car still going up, down, and over. My goodness, that was huge in turns 1 and 2. Let's see where this all started. Right at the entrance to turn number 1. We'll keep our eye on Joseph Smith. He was at least initially... Oh, wow. The 2 car got way down into the infield. That was Thomas Lewandowski. Huge mistake out of Lewandowski, and that stacked up everybody. Josh Batista going for a wild ride up and over into the outside retaining wall. Several cars going to be involved coming down to a stop. On board here with DL Lemon. Wow, that was Jeffrey Stanton that went for the big ride. Stanton got on the binders and was able to do it right, but unfortunately that's going to put him way to the back of the pack. Calvin Smith, Matt Galida, Richard Malagani. Looks like Robert Reynolds, Scott Holder got a piece of that as well. We have a ton of banged up race cars. Currently Josh Batista, Robert Moquin, and Scott Holder all will be pit side. Brandon Buckberger electing to come down pit road. So he's going to restart out of the 20th position. So let's try this one again here, race fans. Y'all go ahead and crank this one up. One lap in the books. Big tank slapper already for James Watson. Working lap number 8 of 100. Pablo Donoso down to the inside of Watson. He's going to claim the 2nd position. Watson's going to have to watch out here because Wayne Hutchison is not far behind either. Nick Nebb, Mike Barry battling for position. That fight's still going to be side by side. Now Wayne Hutchison, Thomas Lewandowski going to do the 2x2 tango down the front straightaway. Hutchison working that outside lane, but that is not the preferred way around the Hickory Motor Speedway. River Hayes already checking out to a 1.6 second lead over Pablo Donoso. James Watson going to be another half of a second or so back. Jeffrey Stanton on the charge. That car all sorts of banged up. Coming around Zach Evans to pick up the 12th position. I mean, you can see the front end of that race car is absolutely junk, but the aerodynamics are not going to make one lick of difference. Caution is out for the second time here tonight. Seeing an incident on the racetrack involving Richard Malagani. Take a look here. Get you the Hot Shoe Racewear instant replay on this one. Couple of cars way up against the outside retaining wall. Malagani got the tank slapper down the front stretch, hits the tires at the end. Oh, man. And a monster hit for Matt Galida. Let's go on board here with Max, see what he saw. Really not much he could do with that one, and that's going to put him upside down against the, well, he stuck the landing, but I don't know that it really mattered because that car is junk. Is going to bottle the field back up here. Josh Batista, Matt Galida, and Richard Malagani going to be on the pit road right now. Seeing the comment here from Scott K on YouTube checking in, saying, didn't split. iRating spread has to be insane. Well, let's take a look here. How about only one B-level license? Now, the iRatings do go everywhere from 1,400 up to River Hayes 7,400. A lot of cars about the 2,000 to 3,000 range, so not exactly a bad split by any stretch. Connor Baldwin checking in saying it's an Indy fixed start. Yeah, that sounds about right. Slide back up here to the front of the field and pick up River Hayes. Lights are out. We are going back racing here. Lap number 22. Once again, Hayes jumps out to the big lead over Pablo Donoso. And we are right back under the caution flag for the third time here tonight. Seeing an issue for Josh Batista. Josh running at the back of the pack. Had a couple of incidents so far here tonight. Little bit of a spin. Problem is trying to get that car back up on the racetrack, and he wisely takes the tow, but it does put us under the caution flag here for the third time tonight as we work lap number 25. Giving you the rundown on comers and goers here tonight. Pablo Donoso is up 4. Skylar Nair is actually your hard charger. He's up 7, running in the 17th position. Wayne Hutchison is up 3. Nick Nevin, Joseph Smith up a couple. Same for Derek Love, Jeffrey Stanton, D.L. Lemon, Zach Evans, Tommy Toe, both up 3. Seeing an issue for Wes Shire. May have just been everybody slowing down here big time. Yeah, that's what it looks like here. Shire having a jam on the brakes down the front straightaway, and everybody getting slowed up here. So we're past 1/4 distance. Thank you, everybody who's tuned in on YouTube and on Twitch. Make sure you give things a like and a share here. Green flag back out. We're underway once again. See if Donoso is going to be able to stay up on the back bumper of race leader River Hayes. He is a little bit. Called the gap 2 car lengths into turn number 2. Field going to be pretty well single file now at this point. Skylar Nair coming around. Jean-Sebastien Giroux for the 16th position. That's going to move him up another spot. Good run for Skylar Nair in the number 18. Show you the gaps here is everybody's starting to kind of find their rhythm here. We have some battles that are fairly close and some that are, well, just quite frankly not. Slide back in the field here. We'll pick up Jeffrey Stanton. He was working about a 10th off. Oh, James Watson and Thomas Lewandowski going to be side by side. Watson slid a little bit high in turn number 1. Gives up the 3rd position to Lewandowski. This has the potential to be a big points night for Watson. Oh, one car going around up against the outside wall. Believe that's going to be Mike Barry. It is. And we go under the caution flag. Derek Love may have gotten a piece here as well. Derek Love trying to avoid the spinning car of Mike Barry. Got it up on the outside wall. And little soft pirouette brings it down on all 4s. But that will drop Derek Love all the way to the back of the pack. Take a look at things here from Mike Barry's perspective. Just a little bit hot on entry. What a piece of driving by Derek Love. Not to absolutely T-bone Mike Barry. So we can head back to the front of the field. And a comment here from Connor Baldwin calling this eye-pacing. Yeah, a little bit. But not wholly unexpected here either. Hickory's not an easy racetrack to get around, period. And definitely so here in the Silver Crown cars. Thank you very much for the highlight my message as well there, Connor. We appreciate it. Lights are out on the iRacing safety car. Now Connor's watching on YouTube. Good Lord, man. Busy on the phone. Getting ready to go back to green flag racing. It'll be River Hayes, Pablo Donoso. Once again, a great start for River Hayes. He's going to have 2 car lengths over Donoso. You'll see him close the gap up through 3 and 4, though. Side by side back in the pack. Tommy Toe battling with Skylar Nair. He's up another spot. Move the 18 up 11 spots to run 13th. And they're going to have to give that spot back up. Connor says he's trying to boost the numbers. That's fantastic. Thank you very much, sir. We appreciate it. James Watson having a look on Thomas Lewandowski. He wants a piece of third. And he just may have it down the front straightaway. Lap car, Derek Love out of the way down to the inside of the racetrack. Watson gets it way down onto the apron at the entrance to turn number 1. That's really going to slow him up. Lewandowski not able to make any headway with that one, though. Jeffrey Stanton, West Shire battling for position as well. We have got a flock of race cars back here. Oh, buddy, 3 wide into turn number 1. They get that one sorted out. Race leader River Hayes already starting to catch in on some lap traffic. Pablo Donoso not gaining all that much. Call the gap about 1 second. It's 1.7 seconds further back to James Watson. Jeffrey Stanton battling, coming around Wayne Hutchison. Nick Nebben now looking to the outside of Hutchison. Hutchison in the dog bear, number 6. That 6th place battle going to continue here. We are just past the halfway point. Connor Baldwin saying he'll donate $5 if Watspin gets a podium. I will thank him for that in the post-race interview, that's for sure. QZ, shoot us a message. A DM here, whether that's on YouTube or whatever. Caution flag is out. Trouble once again for Mike Barry. He was battling with Jean-Sebastien Giroux. Take a look here and see what happened. There's Barry down the back straightaway. Off of turn 4, car just snaps around at the back end. Comes to a stop down on the apron, and that will bring out our 6th caution flag of the evening. Seeing an issue for James Watson under caution. Let's see what happened here. Oh, trying to get slowed up for Mike Barry, backing onto the racetrack, and James Watson gets absolutely junked. Oh, what a heartbreaker for James Watson. Go on board the cockpit cam. See what James Watson could see coming off of turn number 4. Man, Mike Barry, big smooth move of the race by a wide margin. Watson getting the meatball, has to come down and take the tow. Lights are out on the iRacing safety car. We're going to go back to green flag racing. That's going to drop Watson down to 18th. Pablo Donoso, Thomas Lewandowski, Jeffrey Stanton, Nick Nebben going to follow River Hayes back to the green. Hayes early on the accelerator. Lewandowski going to have to contend with Jeffrey Stanton. Caution flag is out on the speedway. And it looks like that may be strike 3 here for Mike Barry. Just got up big time into one of the lap cars. They start playing pinball, and that's going to be another caution flag. So working lap number 64. Give the video a like and a share if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch. We appreciate everybody hanging out with us. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from. Try to make this as interactive as possible. Scott K calling it a jinx. Yes, it was. Green flag goes back out. We are underway once again, and it is another fantastic start for River Hayes. Rinse and repeat. Pablo Donoso may have to contend with Thomas Lewandowski. Man, Hayes just gets so much better drive off of turn number 4. Donoso working down to the inside. Lewandowski and Stanton get a battle. Here's Jeffrey Stanton looking down to the inside of the number 2. He may bring Nick Nevin with him down the front straightaway. That inside lane, so critically important. Lewandowski going to lose that spot to Nevin as well. Wayne Hutchison, West Shire nose to tail. That's the fight for the 6th position. Skylar Nair battling with DL Lemon side by side down the back straightaway. Oh, buddy, hold on to it. Skylar Nair just about goes around, falls back into the clutches of Tommy Toe. We move a little bit further forward on the racetrack. Wayne Hutchison only about a car length ahead of West Shire. It'll be 25 laps to go next time by. Yellow flag is out. Trouble on the racetrack for Scott Holder. See what happened to that Geico machine with the leaders coming around. Oh, just got it up against the outside wall. Nose first into the tires. And he does have to take the tow back into the pit area. Matt Galida coming back on the racetrack after a 7-minute and 17-second repair job. Should see the lights go out here on the iRacing safety car, this time by the start-finish line, and we do not. We're going to go at least one more lap. QZ checking in. Remembers Thursday Night Thunder on ESPN. Are these those go-karts? Well, no, they're sprint cars. Well, Silver Crown cars, but based off a sprint car style chassis. Now the lights are out, and we are going to get ready to go back to green flag racing. Great restart again for River Hayes. How about Jeffrey Stanton? He may have a shot on Pablo Donoso. Thinks better of it coming off at 2. Connor Baldwin saying sprint cars on here would be insane. Well, check them out tomorrow night, 9 o'clock, the strength of field race for the week. One of them, anyway, for the sprint cars. If we didn't have prior broadcast commitments, we would be covering the sprint cars again this season. But tomorrow night, you'll get to catch the entire TNT Rock Block, starting at 8 Eastern. The free V-Series Bolt and Shock, all going to run back to back to back. Good fight here between Wayne Hutchison, West Shire, and Brandon Buckberger. Oh, buddy, Brandon, hold on to it. He got the tag slapper off of turn number 4. It's going to back him out of the fight a little bit, but they're already in lap traffic, and these are some very beat-up race cars. I will say yes to this comment 1,000 times over. We need super modifieds in iRacing. It's another car you're going to buy and use rarely, but darn it, give us super modified racing. Jeffrey Stanton coming around Pablo Donoso. Nick Nevin going to try to get down to the inside. Trouble on the racetrack, and I think Donoso had Nevin by not much. Oh, tough break here. Skylar Nair having an issue. That car just got loose. Ho-ho! Oh, and Zach Evans sticks the landing. Well done. Nair now going to try to get himself looped around here, and he manages to pull that off successfully. He will join back in line. Down to 10 laps to go. There will be green-white checkered finishes. One attempt at a green-white checkered finish. So we'll see if the lights go out here. If not, it may be a 6-lap battle to the finish. And that's what it looks like we'll have. River Hayes has gotten it right all night long. But he's got the hard charger of the night, Jeffrey Stanton, up 11 spots to run in the second position. Robert Reynolds is up 10. Tommy Cho and Jean-Sebastien Giroux both up 6 apiece. Skylar Nair still up 8, even after the spin. But he will be scored 1 lap down. So as we work lap number 95, it will be a 5-lap shootout for the race win. Stanton quickly on the loud pedal. Oh, man, what a restart, though, for Jeffrey Stanton. We are going to have a fight for the race lead coming off at 2 with 5 to go. Stanton a little bit quicker down the back straightaway. Stanton closes right back up. Hayes all the way down onto the apron through turns 1 and 2. Nick Nevin wanting a piece of Pablo Donoso. That's going to be the battle for third. Oh, Nevin almost lost it going into 1. Donoso way high. Wait a minute, wasn't Stanton flipping on lap 1? Yes, he was. We were on board with Jeffrey Stanton. He was upside down multiple times. White flag is out, 1 lap to go here at Hickory. The lead's a half second for River Hayes. He's down the back straightaway. If he can get across the start-finish line clean, he'll win it, and he does. River Hayes gets the win here at Hickory over Jeffrey Stanton and Pablo Donoso. Nick Nebben, Thomas Lewandowski will round out your top 5. Not a bad race there. Let's get you the results before we pick up the victory lane interviews here. River Hayes is your race winner over Jeffrey Stanton and Donoso to make up the podium. Nick Nebben, Thomas Lewandowski, your top 5. Wayne Hutchison, West Shire, Brandon Buckberger, Joseph Smith, and D.L. Lemon complete the top 10. Tommy Toe, Jean-Sebastien Giroux, Robert Reynolds, Zach Evans, and Calvin Smith, the 15 cars that finished tonight on the lead lap. Skylar Nair, the first car, 1 lap down. He's followed home by Derek Love. Final 2 cars that were on the racetrack at the finish. James Watson going to finish in the 18th position. Scott Holder, 19th. Mike Barry, 20th. Matt Galida, 21st. Richard Malagani, 22nd. Josh Batista, 23rd. And Robert Moquin will round out the 24-car field here this evening. Get everything lined up here and ready for the victory lane interviews. We will not be able to talk to third place finisher tonight, Pablo Donoso, quite frankly because of the language barrier. He speaks absolutely no English, or very little English anyway. I do speak absolutely no Spanish, so unfortunately we won't be able to talk to Pablo tonight. But let's bring in our runner-up finisher here tonight, Mr. Jeffrey Stanton. And Jeffrey, the question came in the comments. Wait a minute. Wasn't Stanton flipping on lap 1? That car is beat to hell. You were upside down. It's kind of like a ho-hum evening, I guess.
I mean, I just went back on all 4 wheels. I just it's driving straight. I might as well send it.
Oh, he goes full Dale Earnhardt. That thing's got all 4 wheels on it. Let's go. Yeah, this was a race that we kind of figured might be a little bit of a caution fest. Ultimately, that's what we saw. But you were able to make passes, and I think with a little bit of more development time, you probably could put together some pretty trick setups for this place.
I agree. I don't know. This car track combo is just a little bit sketchy in some ways. The cars are so big and they just get so tight. So I prefer the sprint car side of things on that end as far as these type of tracks.
Well, I was just going to say, that tells me you're looking forward to tomorrow night when the sprint cars are going to come visit here.
Correct. First time as well.
Well, that one's going to be a ton of fun. Congratulations on quite frankly, a huge points night here with some of the issues that other drivers have had. And let's get all the sponsor plugs and thank yous in before we let you go.
All right, I'd like to thank Napa Rockwell, everyone else that supports me, and y'all for broadcasting.
All right, brother. Well, thank you very much. We appreciate it here. And let's bring in our race winner tonight. At River, the car looked pretty good up front, but it couldn't have been easy trying to hold off the field on, 14 or 37 restarts, whatever it was we had.
Well, I figured it was either going to be a really big split tonight or, a somewhat short split. But we had a lot of cars tonight and such a short track running 12-second laps. I knew that we were going to have a tough time keeping it green, but all in all, we built a really good set over the course of the day today. We started on it today. I heard at the beginning of the race that Jeffrey and Buckberger got caught up in some stuff, and I was like, oh, crap, here we go. It could be big points day. And then Jeffrey wound up running all the way back up to the front with a tore-up car. I don't even know how he did that, but the car was fantastic. Me and Tyler worked on it all day today, and James was running really good as well until that unfortunate thing happened on the front stretch. But, I had Tyler on the box today. I hope he's feeling better. He had a accident at work. He hurt his leg, so he couldn't race tonight. But everything's going well. We're winning as planned, and the points keep coming in, so hopefully we can get that points lead here soon.
Well, I was going to say that you're kind of in that game right now of you kind of have to win these things, especially weeks like tonight where the strength of field, 26-11 is nothing to, shake a stick at, but it's also not one of the monster IR fields that we get that really jacks up the points for you. So it really is a matter of when you get these kind of shows, you have to go out and park it in victory lane.
Yeah, and I was saying that to Tyler as well. These tracks that I'm particularly good at, like the shorter ones, I always bank on having the bigger races, and it's unfortunate that we didn't have a huge field tonight for points. But as long as we win, there's not many more opportunities for even bigger points every week, so that means everybody's sort of on the same playing field. And I know that I'm pretty close in points now, and I have 3 drop weeks already, one being Homestead, and then Milwaukee as well, which I finished poorly there. So if we can just finish out all 8 weeks and then wind up finishing somewhat decent for another one, we might have a pretty good shot at it.
Yeah, that's going to be the biggest thing is keep piling up the victories. And I tell you what, that Smith's Race Development McConey Setup Shop number 81 looks pretty spectacular parked there on the front straightaway. Congratulations on a very big win for you tonight, and let's get all those sponsor plugs and thank yous handled.
Yeah, definitely want to thank Cody Smith with Smith's Race Development and Tyler for putting all the work in today to get the car doing what it needed to be doing, and their refined motorsports and everything they do, as well as McConey Setup Shop and Russell Despain for making the paint. And, we're going to keep grinding it out.
All right, buddy. Thank you very much. We appreciate you checking in with us here tonight. And tell you what, that was a pretty fun show. Maybe not as thoroughly exciting as we might have hoped for, but it was exciting in different ways. I'll say it that way. Just a lot of fun. And we do have some pretty monster races coming up here. We are back to the bread and butter next week for these cars, heading off to the Texas Motor Speedway, followed by the final short track of the year at North Wilkesboro, then the Indianapolis Motor Speedway on the oval, and USA International Speedway. That one's going to be a lot of fun, quite frankly, to watch coming out here as we close out the season. Coming up tomorrow night on the TNT Rock Block, we kick things off with the Free V Series, heading off to the Oran Park North layout, while the Bolt and Shock Series, Bolt is going to head to Suzuka to run the West layout, a little bit shorter layout than the Grand Prix layout. And for the Shock Series, it will be the Milwaukee Mile, another just absolutely classic oval, 1 mile in length. That one's going to be a ton of fun to watch as well. Coming up on Wednesday should be the High Side Hustle with Burt Wojcik and Adam Rubright. Thursday night, the Grid Rival Ezra IndyCar Series takes the Indy cars to the Indianapolis Motor Speedway. Yes. All is right in the world when Indy cars are on the racetrack at the world's greatest race course. We follow it up with the PM18s. I have no idea where they're running here at Hickory as well this week, actually. That one's going to be interesting, to say the least, to see what the PM18s do around here. But until we kick things off with the Rock Block tomorrow night for everybody here at the National Racing Network, my name is Chris Graham. It's been a pleasure to have you hanging out with us. We will talk to you all tomorrow night. Have a good night, everybody.